Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we got the Doordash Pay Model. Man, I feel like a lot of people have a lot to say about this pay model, but what we're going to do with this video is we are going to talk about what DoorDash says. We're gonna go with how it actually is, and we're gonna be using facts that are proven across not just me but multiple YouTubers and a lot of experiences Dashers have to see how what is the DoorDash pay model really. So, without further ado, let's get started. The Dasher pay model. We know that Dashers like you have a lot of choices. This is why we've created a pay model that is designed to make earnings fair and transparent for every delivery. Let the record show this is also the same company that hides tips and does not show the full amount on the accept screen, along with very deceptive business practices. So let's keep that in mind. Below is more detailed information about how earnings work. So we got this whole, I'll blow it up if I can. Base pay is calculated by time, distance, desirability. Promotions calculated by peak pay and challenges, which those aren't the only promotions, and we'll go a little bit into it, but I'll make a full video about it another day. Tips, you'll earn 100% of the customer tips on top of base pay and promotions. Total earnings, all of these will calculate to the total earnings. You will always earn base pay, but promotions and tips will vary by delivery. So yeah, tips is based on the customer. Promos are based on, supply and demand, and then supply and demand is based on the time and a bunch of other different factors. But let's talk about the base pay first, because I think everyone can agree that it is low and no one likes it. That was mean. Base pay is DoorDash's base contribution to each order. This will range from $2 to $10 plus, depending on the estimated time, distance, and desirability for the order. So, in reality, it is based on $2. It is usually about $2.50, and it rarely increases based on the distance. I think it's like every mile or something that it'll actually increase in distance for the distance. Maybe it's like half a mile or something. I never really took the time to really calculate how base pay works, because in most cases they actually do change it based on the tip amount. Like it literally says here, base pay will not base pay will not change based on the customer tip amount. But that's exactly what they do. So this is this is just an outright lie here. Deliveries that require Dashers to travel a longer distance, that are expected to take more time, and that are less popular with Dashers will have a higher base pay. So the only time I've seen Dashers travel a longer distance is when the tip itself, the tip and the base pay are not more than the miles. A dollar to mile ratio is usually 1-to-1 for most people. Like a desirable dollar to mile ratio. And if it's less than that, if the dollars are less than the miles, sometimes the base pay will bump it up just to, make it a little bit more desirable. But I don't see that in most cases. I think desirability has more of a weight because it's getting declined over and over and over again. That being said, it usually goes up in 25-cent intervals. So it'll go from $2.50 to $2.75 to $3, etc., etc., etc. Anyway. Promotions. Promotions are additional pay for orders that meet certain conditions, giving Dashers an opportunity to earn even more. So there's 4 types of promos in general. So peak pay. Peak pay is on a per delivery status. When it's busy, peak pay may be in effect. So during X time and Y time, you can earn Z number of dollars. Hit the road to earn extra money on each delivery. So let's give a quick example. 11 till 2, you can earn an extra dollar per order. It rarely ever gets bigger than that. Sometimes I'll see an extra $3, an extra 4. But usually, if it ever does end up more than that, there could be more than one peak pay in effect. So it's 3 plus 1. And we're not going to go too deep into it, but one thing I will say is peak pay should not make bad orders good, but it should make good orders great. Challenges. So challenges are incentives that let a Dasher earn extra money for completing a certain number of deliveries in a set amount of time. So basically, if you complete 3 deliveries between X and Y time, you will earn Z number of dollars. In most cases, I don't see challenges as challenge. I'll make a video on promotions on a different video. But challenges aren't something I would chase. Challenges are oh, that's kind of nice. But that being said, that's my opinion. DoorDash Drive promotions are a separate animal altogether. DoorDash Drive, you will continue to earn additional setup and on-time pay for drive orders. You need to earn an invite to DoorDash Drive before even getting those promotional pays. But if you're not, if you are getting it, then by all means, go for it. It's an extra $2-3 usually, but that's just invite only. Also, this is invite only. Guaranteed earnings. Guaranteed earnings is a pay incentive for select Dashers to earn at least a specific amount within a set number of days. So if DoorDash says you earn you work 5 or 6 or 7 days a week, they will make sure you're paid X number of dollars no matter what. That being said, however, that means you're guaranteeing the $500. That doesn't mean you're getting $500. That means you're basically taking any and every order that comes your way, and you're guaranteed to get $500. You should always shoot for more, in my opinion. Tips. Customers can leave a tip when they check out after a delivery is completed. 100% of the tips of base pay and promotions. The amount DoorDash pay will never be based on the tip amount. And even though it always is. Man, I'm just savage on DoorDash today. For example, 2 identical deliveries where one customer leaves a $3 tip and another customer leaves a $6 tip. One Dasher will earn $3 more than the other. This is the bread and butter of every Dasher, no matter what. I don't know anybody who lives on base pay and is profitable overall. Acceptance screen. To ensure that every Dasher on the platform continues to be treated fairly and has consistent earnings, the offer amount you will now see on the acceptance screen will be the minimum amount you'll earn for each delivery. Your earnings upon completion may be greater than that offer amount, and you will see that reflected immediately in your earnings for that delivery upon completion. So this is the last paragraph we'll go over in this article. This is basically telling you that we're going to be hiding the tips. And you're going to have to deal with that. Some people would argue that you can still earn cash tips, or you can earn more tips later. In fact, it even says here, I'll quickly say it. Please note that customers are also able to tip after the delivery on the app. But if they choose not to do so after checkout, most cases, you can't rely on that. You can't, as a person, for you to survive and really make money, You can't rely on something like that. How do you expect to rely on something like that? You're not paid hourly, you're paid for the work you do. You're talking about the guaranteed earnings. You need to do what's best for you as a driver, as someone who is in business for themselves, because you're essentially running your own business. Everybody, like even DoorDash acknowledges that as upon the release of the DasherDirect card. If the business that they are offering you is not providing, don't take it. You have every right to say no. You have every right to decline an order. You will never be deactivated for a low acceptance rate. That is how the DoorDash Pay model works. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys next time. Peace.